Starting a business in Vietnam in just 8 steps. Is it possible? If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in starting a business in Vietnam. An easy way to begin to take advantage of the Vietnamese market is by setting up a company here. Hello, my name is Tuan Vo, a local legal advisor in Vietnam. In this video, we'll introduce you to the 8 steps to set up a company in Vietnam as a foreign investor legally. Now, let's get started. The first step is deciding on your business code. In the beginning, consult with your lawyers to understand all local conditions in order to legally do your specific business in Vietnam. For example, if your company wants to import and retail cosmetics, this business activity might be subject to cosmetics proclamation procedures, a trading license on retail distribution, a license to set up a retail establishment, and an economic needs test. Understanding the local conditions is important when you make a plan to start a business in Vietnam, because they will affect the feasibility, time, and cost of launching your business here. Step 2 is to rent a business location. Having a business location is one of the requirements in order to register a company here. Vietnam applies a standard corporate income tax rate of 20% nationwide, except some specified locations are granted incentives, including economic, high-tech zones, and certain industrial zones, locations with especially difficult socioeconomic conditions. And we can support you in checking if a specific location is eligible to enjoy tax incentives. In general, the best location to register the company is the one you will be conducting most of your business. It is highly advisable that you come for an on-site visit to make sure a location is the best fit for your business. It will also be much easier for you to negotiate a fair leasing contract. Step 3. Select a company type. You will want to select a company type. In Vietnam, there are 3 main types of company structures that foreign investors can choose from. 1. Single-member limited liability company or single-member LLC. 2. Multiple-member LLC. And 3. Joint stock company. Choosing which type to establish is simple. It depends on the number of investors and the management structure you require. For example, an LLC is the best fit for small and medium businesses due to its simple management structure and lower corporate compliance costs. In addition, the regulations here in Vietnam do not differentiate the tax treatment based on the structure of companies. To learn more about each company structure, check out the link in the description box down below. After you have selected a proper company type, you will want to work with your lawyer to decide on the amount of registered capital you will declare. Step 4. Determine registered capital. This will depend on 3 factors. First, the capital requirement to run your business. Second, any regulation on minimum capital for your particular business activities. Let's explain it. Technically, there are no regulations on the minimum capital requirement except in some specific industries. In practice, the local licensing authority will closely examine and assess your proposed registered capital based on the nature of your business activities and project scale. It will be determined by a case-by-case basis. And the third factor, but also a trick, the more capital contribution, the longer visa term will be granted for investors. For example, you are investing more than 3 billion Vietnam dong, equivalent to $132,000, then you are eligible to apply for an investor visa with a term of 2 to 5 years and are exempted from a work permit. But if the amount of capital is less than 3 billion Vietnam dong, you are not exempted from a work permit and only granted a visa term of fewer than 12 months. So now that you have to sign on your business code, business location, registered capital and company type, it's time to move on and register your business with the licensing authorities. Step 1. Register your business first. Registering an investment project by applying for an investment registration certificate, also known as an IRC. This licensing step is only required for foreign-owned businesses. You will be requested to provide the following documents: a leasing contract and legal supporting documents of the business location, passport, and bank statements of individual foreign investors, certificate of formation, and financial statements of corporate investors. Additional supporting documents may be requested as well. This licensing process will normally take a bit more than 1 month to complete. In practice, it is really complex, so you might need a local law firm such as our firm to assist you in preparing application documentation and working with licensing authority on your behalf. After successfully obtaining an IRC, you will go through a process of company formation by applying for an Enterprise Registration Certificate, also known as an ERC. Step 6. Company formation. This is a simple licensing step and can be done within 1 week. A provincial business registration office will grant an ERC to verify the establishment of your company. Once your company is established, you will need to open at least 2 bank accounts. Step 7. Open bank accounts. First, a direct investment capital account, or DICA, is used to make transactions related to your investments in Vietnam, such as receiving the contributed capital and transferring the profit to your home country. Please note that the contributed capital needs to be transferred to this account within 90 days of company establishment. And second, a current account or payment account, which will be used for the company's daily activities, such as contract, salary, and tax payments. Step 8. Build a support team next. You should work with accountants and tax advisors to oversee your bookkeeping and taxes. You will also need lawyers to help you with all legal compliance, taxes, labor issues, and apply for additional licenses or permits, if any. The most successful businesses build a strong team of experts around them, which include lawyers, accountants, and tax advisors, bankers, HR consultants, digital marketers, and bilingual personal assistants. After completing the 8 steps outlined above, your business will be ready to launch and start making money in Vietnam. If you have any questions regarding how to set up a business in Vietnam, please leave a comment below, send us an email, or give us a call to receive more legal advice about doing business here in Vietnam. My phone number in Vietnam is 0982 45996. Email is lawyer2am74@gmail.com. Thank you for your watching.